welcome back. You're with Business Lunch on CNBC TV 18. Now, IBM has spent nearly $1 billion on developing Linux globally. In India, it's a software group working with the state governments of Karnataka, Pondicherry, Uttaranchal, developing e-governance on the Linux platform. They also work with 7 other states. Open source software is considered a cheaper and more flexible programming alternative. What are the opportunities here, and what are IBM plans in this country in this regard? Well, joining us here in our Delhi studio, Surjit, Chana, Vice President, Market Strategy and Planning Software Group at IBM. Surjit, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Why Linux? Is it just because they hate Microsoft?
No, it's really because of the value that Linux provides to our customers. This is a big movement that's happening in the industry that's really driving a fundamental change. And it's all about the cost savings that customers get, because Linux is free, or essentially free, because of the open source nature and in terms of how it's developed. It's available at a very low cost or at no cost. The other thing is it's available from PDAs to supercomputers to mainframes. So the scalability and the availability of Linux...
Is it really free? But what are the hidden costs here? Because when you upgrade, do you spend more on hardware than you would on software?
As I said, the great thing is Linux runs on so many different platforms. In fact, more platforms than any other environment. So it gives you the flexibility from Intel servers, as I said, to the mainframe. So it does give you a lot of flexibility and lower cost platforms to be able to do stuff in a Linux environment. So it's very much a cost story, a flexibility story, and also by the reliability. You know, in today's environment, reliability both for governments and commercial enterprises is key, and security as well. So those are really the features: low cost, reliability, flexibility, security.
Most commercial software, people run commercial software in commercial houses, in business houses, say that one reason that perhaps, you spoke about reliability, one reason they prefer Microsoft is because it comes with a corporation behind it, and corporations are more reliable than a bunch of geeks working on the...
See, this is the exciting thing about Linux. It actually has more support and out there than any one vendor, because you have a whole community, whether it's IBM participating in the community, or whether it's small developers, or whether it's some of our other competition. So the great thing about Linux is you're not reliable. Would they be as committed as somebody who's got the name behind it?
By
the way, we're committed. Everybody's committed from the Linux environment. But what it gives you is flexibility. You have actually better ability to get support from different areas with Linux than a vendor that provides, the only vendor that provides a particular platform. That's great. I mean, that's exciting for customers to have that flexibility.
Well, thanks, Senthil.
Okay.
Surjit, of course, we've also had a lot of the big IT majors back Linux, almost ganging up against Microsoft internationally. But tell us, in the Indian context, how's your experience been? How much success have you got from the e-governance platform? It's a huge market for you guys.
Yeah, in fact, the market opportunity we think is about $1.3 billion, which is a very significant opportunity that's in India on e-governments. And what IBM has done is actually launch an initiative. We actually have a big conference that's happening tomorrow in Delhi, where we're really working with the National Institute for e-governance here to launch this strategy, and helping the 28 states in India to be able to move to e-governance as quickly as possible, leveraging the expertise that IBM has gained from around the world. Because we have something like 250-odd customers we've worked with around government projects, and we're going to bring that expertise to the Indian
So are you only focusing on e-governance as a vertical, or are you also talking to corporates, for instance, or even educational institutions? Because that's another market.
Yeah, by the way, this is a major change here. We're focused on helping customers solve their business problems. Right now, as part of this conference, we're focused on the government piece. But yes, IBM is also focused on other industry segments, such as financial and industrial, where we're providing the industry expertise that IBM has, along with the IT technology we have, to help solve real business problems. So it's a broader play than just a government play, but government is a critical part given the significant opportunity in India.
But what are the risks associated with Linux that people who go in for it have to keep a watch out on?
I think the risks are a lot less than in proprietary systems. Proprietary systems, you get stuck with a single vendor. If they decide not to release the source, if they decide they're going to increase the charges, like this happens. So these are real examples. Companies have dominant positions in the marketplace, increase prices, and customers have no choice. The great thing with Linux, it provides that choice and flexibility for customers to be able to implement their solutions.
Right. When you say e-governance, Just run us through the basics. What are you looking at selling in India?
Yeah, basically it's software, hardware, and services that understand what governments need. So what we've done is build a lot of industry expertise within IBM that understand what an army needs, understand what an education establishment needs, understands what a health service needs. And what we're doing is providing that business knowledge plus our hardware, software, and services. By the way, working with business partners. So business partners are very important to us. We're building this ecosystem in government around Linux and around our technologies and our partner technologies to provide those services to customers.
So basically, but what would it mean for me? Would it mean that I can get my driving license on the net? Would it mean that I can file my complaints on the net? Would it mean that I can file a house registration papers on the net?
As a citizen of a state or of the national government in India, what you will get is better response time, a better customer satisfaction, a better interaction, faster interaction. So those are the areas we're trying to help state and national governments on to really provide a better service to its customers, whether it's how you interact, how fast it is, how easy it is. Does that make sense?
Right.
Well, let's hope it comes true. So
okay.
thank you very much.
Thanks so much for joining us.